working them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere. Let's go. Way to go, D. Way to go, D.
50,
180.
53 is the mic.
We own them.
Six guys.
They'll try the left side. Peyton, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of two defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Jan Stenerud on for the field goal try. Stenerud's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
180.
50, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go. Hey, alert 3, go.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
That's it, baby.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Even on rundowns, it confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
49, check 49.
That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Check 50.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. From just shy of midfield, Allen looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They run on first down with Jackson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Half 10.
Pick the edge.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Walter Payton, 37 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over. Come on, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Brown 80!
Defense wins chip, baby. Hatch it.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Down and 6.
26, Mike. Bound to lose one.
Let's get the ball.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Wants to run.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson.
He's coming, double up.
Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 36, Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
4 down.
To throw, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
53.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On first down, it's Jackson. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
56. Here we go, D.
Now a give, right side. Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On first down, Peyton. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On second down, this is Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check 53. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Watch this.
On third down, this is Jackson.
Check.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
It's about time, baby. There you go. What happened to you?
Stenerud now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Giants 17, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We're going to work.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Baby! Good job.
It's second
180.
down.
Go, let's go. I got it.
A final shot before half for Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Watch 17. 3-3.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Yo. Check 30.
Alert.
Check 37.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Watch safety creep. Creeping.
Regular.
Safe.
We go.
They'll run again with Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Round 80.
43's the Mike. All day, dog.
Hey, tight.
Tight dog.
On first down, Peyton. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. 43.
Alert.
Check. Crunch.
Go.
Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Stenerud on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Giants 24, Saints nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Some good plays in the passing game right now for New Orleans. They have another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
How about this for starting field position on your opening drive? 1st and goal.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
20.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check it out.
20.
Rush in. Rush in.
They'll try the left side. Peyton, and he takes it in for a Colts score.
There we go.
Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better go. Don't be scared.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike's 43. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson.
Run!
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Yeah, baby.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Middle.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
Buzz. Here we go.
Snap comes in one, and it's Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Peyton. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
Mike's 50.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's go, Dean.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Watch twist.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Texans nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, son.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders about 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
They'll try the left side. Peyton. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
All day.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Check. Fresno. Fresno.
On 1st down, Peyton. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and he'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
SOS.
On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jan Stenerud on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Stenerud able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go. Let's do it.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
56. Hey, wahoo! Look out!
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. Jones has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Colts take over first.
We play to win. Let's
at their own
go.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
We got double tight.
Out. 3 down.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, the spin. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Check 4. Tell it.
Chef.
Go.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready?
Tight ends
Half 10.
on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
On second down, here's Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Ready? 780. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Green.
Lucky.
On first down, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3.
Here we go.
And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Peyton. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. And for the second time out here.